Okay. I don't know how you guys felt about it, but I was mad about what happened to the Elimination Chamber. I know I'm not the only one either. I can't believe how they used Brock Lesnar and how they just literally disrespected every other person in that match. I mean, I get it. Brock Lesnar is the big final boss guy. He's able to do that and get away with it, and people will recover from that, and I understand that. But they didn't have to. They didn't have to use him like that because he was already on his way to WrestleMania with a match with a championship with Roman Reigns. So he already has they gave him the Royal Rumble. They literally gave him the Royal Rumble so they could give him the spot. He didn't need he didn't need a title because he was already going. Now, besides that, okay, Bobby Lashley got hurt, and I give all the props to Bobby for even going into that hurt. But anyway, they took it off Bobby, and hopefully he has a speedy recovery. But they could have put it literally on anybody else, literally on anybody in that match, and literally they could have got away with it because literally everybody could have just teamed up on Brock, and they would have got eventually good word Brock and Brock. It would have been okay because Brock could recover from that. See, it's a fucking, it's a revolving door. People can get beat, look like crap, and then go away and then come back. And I understand that. I completely understand that. But they could have used this match to give this title to someone else who could have put on such a, like an awesome match at WrestleMania with, I don't know, like a Cody or an Edge or literally anybody, because it would have been awesome. I know it wouldn't have had much story going into it because, well, it seems like they've given up on storyline going into WrestleMania, which is sad because it used to be such a huge deal. But I'll talk about that later. I still want to talk about Brock right now because I mean, there were some good moments in that match. I mean, I had a scary moment when Austin Theory got F5'd off the top of not the cell, well, whatever you want to call it. And the chamber pod. Yeah, he got F5 off the top chamber pod. And that was pretty cool and pretty scary, depending on how he landed. It must have hurt his ankles pretty bad. I can imagine. But literally, they just could have teamed up on him. I mean, I know how they brought him out. He just kind of kicked through the pod and kind of just dominated, but they didn't have to do it like that. I know people like Brock Lesnar. I like Brock Lesnar. And I understand that. It's just he doesn't need it. He didn't need it, and he doesn't need it. He never needs it because he can go away and come back and not say a peep, and the place will go crazy for him because that's the kind of guy Brock Lesnar is. So he could have lost this match. Still had his match with Roman, one loss, whatever, and let's say Matt Riddle, could have had a match for the title because he won the chamber match. Could have won the chamber match, and had a match against, I don't know, Randy Orton, who would eventually betray him pretty soon. Look, at least, and you have a storyline going in to WrestleMania that fits, and that's awesome. Or you could have had, I don't know, AJ Styles win. That's the believable win. AJ Styles is, well, the phenomenal one. He's not called that for any reason. He could have handled that situation and went on to his match, which I think he's gonna fight Edge. I think. And this is all just coming out now, which is weird to me. Like, normally you would hear of like some big matches beforehand, or like at least a good time beforehand. And nowadays it's just like, oh, I'm gonna wait to like the final moments. Like I know it's still like a month away, but when you used to get the matches like months in advance, and now it's like, oh, I'm just gonna pop this out like a month before WrestleMania. It kind of sucks. uh, I kind of hope they take that. I know it would look stupid because now they're just kind of passing it around, but I hope they kind of take the title off Brock before WrestleMania and give it to someone else. I know that would be so stupid, and truthfully, I know I don't really want that because that would look stupid because I've done it enough. But I guess I just want that match, another match. I guess it just, I don't know. Maybe it's just too late for that at this point. It's just something that made me upset. It's affecting the way I watch wrestling. It's affecting the way I feel about wrestling, which sucks. Wrestling used to be so, I don't know, not used to be, it still is. It's still a big part of who I am. But watching, I guess, just like WWE. I mean, I've watched WWE for a long ass time. It's like they don't care anymore. I mean, it's been like that for a long time, but it's really like they just don't care anymore. Like anymore. I can't help but be disappointed so far for what's going on at WrestleMania. I hope they really pick it up and they start to announce good matches. I know they had that Edge thing on SmackDown. He made an open challenge. A lot of people said that was going to be like, let's say like an AJ Styles maybe. So that would be a good match. I don't know if they're going to split up RK Bro, but there were some theories about that going around, or some rumors, or say there's some rumors about that going around. So you never know. I wouldn't mind seeing it. I wouldn't mind seeing that match at all. At one point in time, there was rumors that Riddle was going to win the Royal Rumble and fight for the WWE title, which was going to be won by Randy Orton. I'm assuming at Elimination Chamber, but that never happened, obviously. I just, I'm mad at what has happened, or how wrestling is perceived or looked at now. Well, I shouldn't say wrestling. WWE, how WWE is looked at right now, because I don't know. Like I said, I've watched it most of my life, and I've never been one of the people. I've never dropped out. So I can hold my head high, saying, I've been a pretty good diehard fan. I've never dropped out at any point in time. Like people say, they have these periods of time where they don't watch wrestling, where they go, like, I don't know, a year or so without watching. I've never had that, and this is like, and the reason I bring that up is because this is the closest I've ever felt to maybe I need that. It's become frustrating and draining, and I'm sick and tired of giving them, my hope, or my letting them get to me. Oh, you got me again, when nothing happens. Like, I don't mind being worked when there's a work involved and there's something going on. I'm going to be surprised. But when there's just nothing happening, and they're just pushing the same old crap, over and over. Yeah, especially that. Speaking of that, this would be the third time? The third time that Roman and Brock have main evented a WrestleMania, and I guess you could say, well, they're not the only people to do that. Well, I guess The Rock and Austin were only twice, and then they had a match at WrestleMania 19, but it wasn't the main event. But still, that's not the same. Especially since the first two were so. I know this match is going to be better. It's going to be a good match. I'm not like I have no doubt in my mind that it will be a good match. But it's being put in again even after all those other two matches at Mania were poorly received. But I get it. Different times, different characters, different things going on. It just I don't know. I just hope things. I guess I don't really know where I'm going with this. I really hope things pick up, and I really hope things start happening. Like, 'cause I want to know more matches. Like officially, I want to know more matches. I want to know what's going on with Cody. I hope Cody. You know what? I kind of hope that this is a work for AEW and Cody's not going to WWE. That would work for me. That would be awesome for me. I don't know how you guys feel about that. That would be pretty cool for me. Yeah. I guess that's it for now. You guys have a good night. Bye.